don't have a lot of time and you're looking for a quick setup, or maybe you just don't feel like drawing anything, or maybe you even have a lot of washi tapes lying around, then this video is perfect for you because we're going to talk about the different ways that you could decorate your weekly spread using washi tapes. And a special thank you for the Washi Tape shop for gifting me all of the beautiful washi tapes that you'll see in this video. Everything will be linked in the description down below along with an affiliate discount code. So one of the first ways that you can use washi tapes to decorate your weekly spreads is to use it to decorate one side of the page in your bullet journal. And in this example here, I'm going to be using this vintage washi tape to decorate the middle of my weekly spread. And so as you can see, I'm just going to take the washi tape and tape it from the top all the way to the bottom of my bullet journal page. And I'm going to do this on both sides of the page. And now that you decorated the middle of your weekly spread, you can use the remaining spaces to actually use it as your weekly spread layout. And depending on the washi tape design that you use, you can get a completely different look by doing the same technique. So for example, you can even use a thinner washi tape if you want something that is a little bit more subtle, or if you want your washi tape to be the center of attention in your weekly spread, then you can choose a wider washi tape that has a lot of designs like the one I chose in this example. And if you want a different look for your weekly spread, you can also use your washi tape to decorate one side of the weekly spread, or you can also use it to decorate the bottom of the page like in the examples that I'm showing you here. So if ever you're running out of time but you still want to decorate your weekly spread, see if you have any washi tapes lying around because they can be such a quick and easy way for you to add some designs into your bullet journal. And to keep this weekly spread set up quick and easy, I'm going to be using this stencil to create some bold letters for each day of the week. And for the extra space, I'm going to use that for a section for extra notes. And then I'm just going to add a couple of finishing touches to the weekly spread layout. So I'm just going to write in a thinner font the names for each day of the week. And then I'm also going to use a little beige line to create some lines and some separator just to give it another pop of color as well. Now, another way that you can use washi tapes in your weekly spreads is to use it as a separator. Now, I'm going to be using this beautiful pink floral washi tape. I really love all of the subtle little gold designs on it. I think it just makes it look so elegant. And as you can see, I'm just going to use this washi tape and tape it from the top to the bottom of my page. And this is going to serve as a little separator between the different things I want to include in my weekly spread. And this layout is really great for you if you're someone that likes to track a lot of things in your bullet journal and there's a lot of little aspects that you want to include in your weekly spread, but you still want to keep them separated and organized. So for example, one side of the weekly spread can be dedicated to your day-to-day tasks. So you can create a little row for each day of the week, and you can even create a little section at the top for any extra notes in case there are any unexpected things or important things that you don't want to forget about. And then on the other side of the washi tape, you can use that for anything that is focused on the calendar. So maybe you want to use this as a little events log or even a habit tracker. So it's kind of more of a little overview of what is happening throughout that week. To add some more decoration, I'm also going to use one of the stickers in the washi tape. I really love this washi tape set because all of the frames just look so adorable. I love that they're not too big, so you can really add them on the sides of your weekly spreads. You can use this to add any motivating quote or any important thing that you don't want to miss, and it's such a great way to add a little pop of color in your weekly spreads as well. Now, instead of using the washi tape to create a divider vertically, you can also use your washi tape to create a horizontal divider as well. So that's what we're going to do in the example on the page on the right. And you can use this as a bigger space for you to write down any notes that you might not be able to fit on the other page on the left. So for example, I'm going to create a little section for all of my weekly highlights so I can include any positive memories or any good things that happen throughout the week to keep me motivated. And then what I also like to do is create another section for all of my weekly goals. That way, any of my big priorities will not be missed and I can have any important items in this section here. next washi tape example, I'm going to be using this really pretty floral washi tape. I love all of the subtle gold details and all of the beautiful colors in all of the flowers, petals, and leaves. I just think that it looks so elegant, and because I want the washi tape to be the focus of this weekly spread, I'm going to make it the focus by using this type of zigzag approach for my weekly spread layout. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the washi tape into little squares, and then I'm just gonna put the little squares in a zigzag manner across my weekly spread for each day of the week. You can also create a completely different look by alternating the washi tape that you use for each side. But I'm just so obsessed with this washi tape. I really love all of the subtle little gold details. It's so shiny and it just gives such a nice pop into your bullet journal. And so I'm just going to be using that throughout the 2 pages. Now that you've finished setting up your washi tape, you can use the rest of the space to prepare your weekly spread. So what I'm gonna do is just fill up the empty spaces with a really long rectangle, and this is gonna be for each day of the week, and you can use it to include any of your tasks, any of your important events, or anything else that you wanna include in your weekly spread. So as you can see, this setup is super quick and easy. You can also create so many different looks just by changing the design of your washi tape. If you want your washi tape design to be a little bit more subtle, of course you can choose a smaller washi tape or one with a simpler design, and you can even change up the colors that you use in the rectangle headers, and there's just so many different ways that you can customize this layout. For the next weekly spread idea, I'm going to be using this really pretty floral washi tape. I really love the neutral colors because it can really fit with any theme, and it's so easy to include in your weekly spreads. And I also love all of the details in all of the florals and petals itself. And what we're going to do for this weekly spread layout is we're actually going to use the washi tape as the little headers to decorate our weekly spread. So the first thing that we're gonna do is cut out the washi tape to the size of the header that we want. So what I decided to do is also cut it in half because I wanted the header to be a little bit thinner. And once you got the size that you like, you can use that as a guide to create all of the little shapes for the headers for the rest of the squares. And once you finish creating your washi tape headers, you can just create the little squares at the bottoms for each day of the week for your weekly spread layout. And if you're clumsy like me and tend to make a lot of smudges in your bullet journal, don't worry about it. You can always take a white pen to just cover it up and make it look like nothing ever happened. Now for the remaining space, I decided to decorate it more with some washi tape, and because I wanted to stick with the vintage look, I wanted to add the vintage floral washi tape that we used in the earlier example. And to add a subtle pop of color, I'm also going to layer it with this really pretty floral PET washi tape. If you never tried a PET washi tape before, I definitely recommend it. They're a lot stronger than typical washi tapes, and they usually have a clear background. You can also cut it more carefully around the shape so you don't get a lot of reflectiveness from the plastic like I did here. But either way, because of the clear background, even if you don't cut it perfectly, it's still a great way to layer on top of everything. And I just love how beautiful these washi tapes are. As you can see, all of the flowers look so realistic. They have such a detailed shading and details onto all of the flowers. Every time I use these washi tapes, it literally feels like I just glued on some real flowers onto my bullet journal, and I'm just so obsessed with how beautiful they always look. So I hope you guys enjoyed these different washi tape ideas that you can include to decorate your weekly spread layouts. Leave me a flower emoji if you made it all the way to the end so I know who my bullet journal besties are. And if you want to check out these washi tapes for yourself, make sure to check out the Washi Tape Shop, and you can also use the code JWNadia to get 10% off your order. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time!